recording this as well because we said we're going to start recording this. So first off, I did see some responses before. Just want to make sure, just real quick, let me know that you can hear me fine and that you can see my screen. All right, I see some yeses coming in. Great. Looks like we're working. All right, thank you. Thank you. I see your names. Good. Excellent. Okay. Well, first off, let's get started. We really do have a lot of ground to cover, and we want to try to do it very efficiently. And being that this is our first of the 3 sessions, let me first, we'll talk about this, but just to make sure we're clear on what we have planned for the next several days is that we are going to have a total of 3 different days of training content each day. And today we are presenting at 1 o'clock Eastern and at 7 o'clock Eastern. So if for some reason you wanted to come back and review what we've just covered, we will be meeting again tonight at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow we're going to have new content to share. Today's about learning about the product, and tomorrow's going to be talking about how to sell it. And then on Friday we're going to look to kind of put it all together, wrap it up as far as where we've gotten, and then we'll be able to move forward. But that's really where we just get started. So, you know, it's going to be kind of a continual process as we do this. But just understand that's really, that's really where we're going with this. And knowing that it's just a constant effort of communication with people and making sure that we get everything, well stated. So today we really going to focus on content. So let's get into what we have here and talk about today's objectives. First off, really want to welcome everyone. To give you a little bit of background here is I've been in sales and marketing for about 35 plus years. And I've been in sales most of it. I've done a lot of phone sales, been a lot of field sales. And a lot of it is just involved with implementing sales programs. It's just what I've done a lot of my career. And much like some of you might be experiencing right now in your lives, about a year or so ago, I started experiencing some I call it a challenge, whatever, when the company that I was with was being bought out by a larger company, and saw myself probably needing to make some serious changes to my career. So, you can probably relate to what I'm saying there. So it's maybe why some of you are here right now. But with that said, after a little bit of kind of soul searching, I started moving forward on doing things on my own in my own business. And I started off with launching a company called Tampa Bay Marketing, which is still in existence. It's a small sales and marketing company. You can go right now to tampabaymarketing.net, and I got a little website there. And what I started getting involved with was lead generation software, which is what we're going to talk about today. And when I got involved with it, I became a franchise owner, which meant I bought the software and I had like the rights to resell it, and I have all the back office privileges that you get as a franchise owner. So anyway, I went down that road, and I'm still there. However, as I went down the road, I, in my opinion, saw a bigger opportunity to, instead of really trying to resell the software, and really focusing on bringing people like yourself on board as independent sales agents, not asking for any investment at all, just really teamwork and community and commonality, where we all have a common goal of really selling from a remote environment. So that's kind of where this got started. And with that said, we'll talk about kind of where I want to go with this, but we'll continue to really focus on the lead generation software because it's such an awesome product and it has such great value to the business. And again, we'll talk about that here. And that's really where we got in the direction. And then about a couple months ago, I had the privilege of getting together, meeting another individual named Kathy Matney, who could even be, I don't think she's on this, she might be. Let me see if I look at the attendees here, but Kathy's busy doing a lot of things. But her and I really teamed up, and we now are business partners and launched a new LLC called NexNoni Marketing, and that's the company that we now have. And the vision for NexNoni Marketing has a lot of different income streams of what we're looking to pursue, all of which I hope that you have the opportunity to take part in. And a big part is the vision of being able to sell from a remote location, from home. And that is kind of the global part of what we're pursuing here. You can only sell so much at one time. And I'm not trying to take anything away from the lead generation software, because it's an awesome product that you can make super money with. However, as we move forward, always having some diversity and other things that we can do, please know that our objective is to, number one, identify people like yourself who are interested in working from home or a remote location. It's a great lifestyle. And number two, provide all of you the support, the guidance, the coaching, the training, the mentoring, all those things that you need when you work remotely, or even work in general, but work remotely. We're really going to focus on that. And then to always be able to provide you services and products that are really strong, that we've checked out, that you can sell and really help to make this a great part of your chosen profession. So that is just giving you some kind of high level of where we want all this to go. So, that's what I'm talking about here, the kind of the company overview and direction. But today we're also going to talk about the software features and benefits. We are going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about things like vertical markets. And we'll talk about vertical markets, but these are the different businesses, types of businesses that for lead generation software you can certainly do great with. And we've identified 15 of these markets. And then we're going to talk about things like team operating procedures, because again, we're just getting started, but a big part of a high-performing team is that they operate very efficiently and effectively. So we're going to talk about team operating procedures. That's what I call it. But these have always been staples in what I've always worked within in my corporate experience. That's given me great background and purpose in this endeavor. A lot of good structure here. And then we're going to wrap it up with some questions. And again, this is just day one of 3 different days. But first off, let me share with you a little bit about a philosophy, and it goes into what I just stated. But it's a personal philosophy that when in my prior corporate role, things that it was just kind of, to me, I called it CAPILE, C-A-P-I-L-E. And to me, what CAPILE means is blending our professional and personal lives in harmony. And it's real simple. It's real simple. It's really talking about just being happy and satisfied, and whatever happiness is to you. But it's, are you happy because you're satisfied, or are you satisfied because you're happy? And it's things that we're really all pursuing. But when you can blend these together, the professional side and the personal side, this is truly what CAPILE is all about. And CAPILE is really about constant and positive improvement in our lives every day. That's what CAPILE is all about. And, and it's really like when you are doing great in your professional life, and you're done and you end the day and you feel good, you've accomplished things, you've made some good money, you have purpose, you're looking forward to tomorrow, don't you go into your personal life in a much better frame of mind? And then when you go into that personal side, it's like it's enriching. You're fun to be around, you're happy. If your significant other, your family, people that are close to you experience your goodwill, and it just goes into that harmony. So that's really an overriding philosophy that I really have always tried to work under, and I hope that I can share with you as we move forward in working together. So let's kind of get into some of the nooks and cranny about today. First off, again, we really want to thank you for being with us today. Um, it's been a lot of recruiting and just being on the phone, a lot of conversations. But by you being here today, you're making a commitment to see if we can make this work and work together as we really get first started with the lead generation software. And we're going to help you make some good money on this. That is our goal, and that's really what we want to accomplish. So we've talked about the company overview and direction. And again, that work from home as a sales profession. That's how seriously and is our brand that we want to focus on. Helping you as sales professionals work effectively from home. And again, this is something where you can make it your own hours and your own schedule. It's a great lifestyle. You can work, on your terms. And I know a lot of us have always worked under being told what to do. Well, you got to think of a little bit of a different mindset now. We're moving with this endeavor in doing something where you're the boss. You are the boss of your business. We're going to provide you structure and coaching and support. We're going to be there for you, but you are in control. So, I mean, you got to think like a business owner and think about what you can do and what you need to do. And it's really nice to be able to make your own hours and schedule. If tomorrow you've got something that you have to go to, well, you want to be able to do it. And in fact, you can still do it and work. I do it, and there's no reason why all of you can't pursue that same blending. And again, the Capil philosophy of blending your personal and professional lives together where they feed on each other. You want to make this your own business, but you're not going to be alone, I promise you. We will be there to support you and help you, and your success is our success, and that's really where we're going to go to. And the sales process here, as you'll find, is very, very simple. In fact, as we get into the wrap up, it's literally a link that you're going to be able to send to your customer where that customer can complete it, put in the credit card information, and it's going to allow the customer to be able to get the product that you've sold, and it's going to allow the company to get the funds into our merchant account. And within a very short period of time, where we're stating within 14 calendar days, you should have money in your bank. That's what we're talking about here. And we'll talk about a very important part of this is your money, your commission. And we do have a couple slides on that. We know what motivates salespeople, and one of them certainly is money. All right, so first off, you can access some of the basic information that we're going to talk about today as far as the product knowledge. Today is about product knowledge. Today is about the software features of what we want to educate you. You'll be able to access all of this information at this website. Now, we're going to send this presentation out to you. I'll send it out after this meeting, and it'll also be for the benefit of the folks coming on tonight at 7 o'clock. But, this website here, this is just a copy and paste. And I've shared this with you all before, but this is where you can get a lot of the information. All right. There are 4 main components with the software for automatic lead tools. And let me just kind of stop here for a second and let you know that automatic lead tools is like I call it the parent company. I am not direct. Well, I am a franchise owner of Automatic Lead Tools, but Automatic Lead Tools is a company that's based out of California. There's 2 founders, a gentleman named Stefan, and let me, his last name, and there's another gentleman named Scott. And they've put together a company, Automatic Lead Tools. And really what Automatic Lead Tools has done is they've aggregated different components of data mining, of a phone broadcaster, of a sales funnel, and on-demand webinar functionality together into a solution that really is kind of like software. But understand, it's really an aggregation of those 4 components is what it does. And it's very, very powerful. And the better you can understand how powerful it is, and we'll get into how you sell it, because you're going to sell the features, but you also, like anytime, especially when you're on the phone, you got to sell the sizzle. You've got to make this ultimately an emotional sale. And, let that business owner think about, my goodness, if I had this software, I'm going to be able to make more money. I'm going to be able to grow my customer base, and maybe, some of the goals that that business owner wants to accomplish, you're now going to put in that business owner's hands a tool that will allow them to do that. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. And this even goes into the art of selling. The art of selling and that's the difference of being an average salesperson and a superstar salesperson. The person that can create that urgency and that enthusiasm to where you're not selling it, that customer wants it. And they're ready for you to say, give me the information so I can get started because I'm excited about this product. That's where we want you to go. So, that explains kind of a little bit about the higher level, but there are 4 components of the product, of the software, and one is data mining. So let's just go into some of the bullets here. It's data extraction that's very highly accurate. And what we mean by that is you can extract emails and phone numbers using keyword searches and even zip code searches from the big search engines like Google and Bing and Merchant Circle and Craigslist and Backpage and Yelp. Very, very powerful. In fact, we'll probably won't have time to demonstrate it. And we'll get into that, but I'll show you how that can work. It's really, really simple, but it's one of the big features of it. So you can start. That's the beginning of this, and I'm hoping after today you can kind of put all this together in your mind, and you can see how powerful of a tool you now have to offer to businesses. But also, this is cloud-based, which means that the business owners don't have to load anything on their computer. It's all cloud-based, so you can access it from anywhere. So a business owner is going to go on vacation somewhere with their laptop. This functionality is available to them, so they can keep it going all the time. So it offers them unlimited lead extractions through the search engines and the directories and classified extractors. And the leads are also auto-cataloged within the system. It's part of the back office functionality that the business owner gets when they actually purchase the software it is. When they purchase the software, and they can even do things like easily print mailing labels for direct mail. So again, the data mining, it's easy to use, it's accurate, it can print off lists, and it's cost effective. The software, and we'll go into this, but the software you say $500, it's really $497. It's peanuts when you consider, what a business pays today for leads and for their sales process is $497, and then they pay a $97 a month subscription fee. That's not that much money. So it's something that, you can easily sell. And I'll tell you too, when we get into more advanced of this, there's an upsell capability that's $1,000. And the difference between the 500 and the 1,000 is that it actually provides the owner of it a little bit more customized and higher level training and advanced strategies. So when you sell the $500 package, there's online tutorials and on-demand webinars, and yeah, they're going to be able to use the product no problem. But if they want to use it quicker and get some really more strategic use of it, to be able to intermingle with other power users of it, that's what that upsell opportunity is. And when you get good at this, really that's the product that we're going to want you to sell. And that's a $400 commission for you. It's $400. So, you can, we talked about modeling this where if you sold at a pace of 20 per month over the course of a year, if you do the modeling of this, and again, it's a model, but if you do the modeling by the, your 12th month, you'd be at a $10,000 a month commission. That's just the modeling, and that's based on 20 sales at $200 and the ongoing reoccurring commission you get from the 25 a month that comes from the 97 a month subscription fee. At 20 sales a month, you're building on your reoccurring commission at a rate of $500 per month. So after 12 months, That's grown to $6,000 in reoccurring commission and the $4,000 that you would get each month. Again, it's a model. I understand that, but it shows you the potential that you now have in your hands. Pretty powerful stuff. Okay, first feature, we talked about data mining. It has also a phone broadcaster. So let's just go through the bullets. You can import a CSV lead generated list. In other words, the list that you generate from the data mining, you can upload that into the phone broadcaster. Or the customer, things that, this is where you're going to get good at this. The customer also should start, they might have their own customer list for starters. If you're a restaurant, maybe you start collecting the phone numbers of your customers for like a loyalty club, things like that. And, I'll give you an example. A restaurant, it's a Wednesday. They're, a little slow on a Wednesday. They want to drum up some business. Well, let's say they have a list of 1,500 people that regularly come to their restaurant. They got those numbers. Bam, bam. They load it up into the phone broadcaster. A targeted message goes out to their customers to let them know that it's customer appreciation tonight. Come into my restaurant by 7:30 tonight, and I'm going to give you free wings and 2 pizzas for the price of 1. Or come in tonight, we're giving away an Apple iPod for all the customers. I mean, you get creative with this. But the phone, that's an example of where that phone broadcaster, boom, you can make this phone broadcast message up really quickly. You can customize it. And in the hands of a power user of this, very, very powerful. So that's just one small example of how a phone broadcaster can be used. And I'm giving you these examples, folks, because this is the type of examples that's going to help you close the sale. So that's one small example how you can import them or even export them if you already have them from a lead generated list, put it on a phone broadcaster, and you can send out thousands of these phone recorded messages to your target market in seconds at a very, very low cost. And it leaves it open to so many things that you can do. I mean, you could even put the ability to like call back, or you can have people go to a landing page that then, we'll get into this, where they can go to a sales funnel, or you can direct them to an on-demand webinar where they make a sales presentation. And on an on-demand webinar, there could be a link to buy the product. So again, you put all these together, and I'm saying this because I'm a little ahead of myself, but these components can be all integrated. The phone broadcasting is very, very powerful. You can build multiple targeted campaigns. You can upload, like I mentioned, or record by phone outgoing messages. It has the ability to complete live call transfers. It's really all at a rate of 1.8 cents per minute, or even 0.9 cents on a 30-second message. I mean, this is really inexpensive, for the customer to do. And you can literally deliver your message to thousands of people within minutes. It also has, an opt-in list regarding important notices. So again, it's powerful. It's powerful. The customer might just need to get a message out to their customers really quickly. They now have the ability to do it. Very, very cool stuff. All right, so the phone broadcasting, it's cost effective. It has customized messages for each target campaign. You can deliver it to thousands of messages in seconds. And again, you can upload or record your own messages. All right, number 3, it has an on-demand webinar. On demand, I mean, like if you go to the automaticleadtools.com, when you go to it, after about 3 or 4 seconds, an on-demand webinar is going to pop up. And I mean, that's what an on-demand, you've seen them. We've all experienced an on-demand webinar. And in today's world of high broadband and customized websites and all that, it's very, very powerful. You can automate the process. So with Automatic Lead Tools in the business's hands, they can now create any on-demand webinar in minutes. They can select the days and start times for each webinar. They can even customize it to use their own background or a pre-built one. They can even add their own company's logo to edit any webinar. You're talking about brand building here. You know, people want to get their logo out, their colors, their recognition. That's how you build a business. You can choose color formats to match your online business, and you can easily edit your own on-demand webinars on the fly. Very, very powerful stuff. So it's just things that just wow. You know, the capabilities that you're now giving a business is powerful. So again, with on-demand webinars, high level, personal customization, your own logo and brand image, and when and where you need it to go. I mean, there can use it, boom, on the fly. Very, very powerful. And the fourth function is a sales funnel. And what we mean by that, it's really using like an email autoresponder. We've all experienced it. You might see a link and it says, you know, maybe you get a free ebook. So you go in there and something of interest. So, you know, you go in there and you put your name, your email, and you start getting emails from them. But again, it's a thing of interest. So there's commonality. At any point, you can opt out. But what a sales funnel does, it then can automate it as far as, you know, like could be a series of 13 emails that are going to go out. And it could be like, you know, the first one's day 1. You could say, okay, send it out. Next one, day 3. Send this particular email out day 4. And you kind of think about that. You're a business, set it and automate it. Very, very powerful because it's repetitive. It's common as far as to the point of interest. And, you know, by that 10th email, you know, maybe the potential customer now feels they know this business. It's a point of interest. And again, if you didn't want to be in there, you can opt out. But that's what a sales funnel allows you to do. You can easily create an unlimited number of sales funnels, verified list building with access codes, which means that, you know, you kind of opt yourself in. You'll get a little, just to, you know, they do that where you will get an access code and you verify it, and then you get into the list, so it's secure, and you're making sure that your list is going to be with people of interest. And you can integrate autoresponders. And these are just different autoresponders. That's what what I mentioned is what an autoresponder is. And in some of this, now that you're getting into this world of digital marketing, high-tech stuff, and again, if you're going to make this part of you as a business owner, become experts at this. I mean, put autoresponder in Google and read about it. I mean, that's how I've learned it. Be resourceful. Be resourceful. You're working from home. You have access to a lot of information, so teach yourself if you don't know what an autoresponder is. Even after I've explained it, you know, the better you know this, turn yourself from a salesperson into a consultant, and you are going to have phenomenal success selling this product. For the sales funnel, you could add your own content, your own video, company logo. Again, it's all feeding into that same theme where you're automating the sales process. Create your own background, you know, or a pre-built template, similar to the on-demand webinars. You know, the color schemes match your business. You can quickly add an optional thank you page. You can edit it. So you're kind of seeing some relationship here, you know, when we talk about these products, how they really can all work together. The data mining, the phone broadcasting, the on-demand webinars, the sales funnels, these all can be integrated into a package. That's what you're offering a customer for just $500. I mean, really, guys, it's powerful for what you are offering. It's, if you know, and this is why I really wanted to have this go out for a sales team, because it is so powerful. You get the right sales folks learning this and being able to market it. You've got a very, very powerful tool in your hand that now you can literally sell nationwide. So a little review on the sales funnel. It's tailor-made specialty pages. You can create as many of these as you want. It's flexible to use, and it has the access codes that make it accurate so you get the right customer base. Okay. We're doing pretty good on time, I can tell. And any questions at this point or things, I was going to stop here for a second, but anything that you can type in or things that you know you want me to kind of explain. I guess we're going pretty good because I haven't. Let me see here. Okay. No, I'm seeing some responses, so that's good. I'm just trying to get a little feedback here. All right. Okay. All right. Let's talk about vertical markets for a second. On your screen, you're just going to see the definition of a vertical market. A vertical market's a market. Okay, wait a minute. I got a question here. What is the cost? Well, if I wasn't clear, it's $497 for the software. Does that answer your question, Kenny? Or are you talking about the cost for you guys? For you guys, there's no cost at all. No, no. There's no cost to get started as a sales rep. No cost at all. Does that help? Okay. So let's talk about a vertical market. What do we mean by a vertical market? It's really the types of businesses. It's the type of business. But this is actually the definition we got out of from Google. A vertical market's a market in which vendors offer goods and services specific to an industry, trade, profession, or other groups of customers with specialized needs. I mean, I'm saying, so when we mentioned, I just wanted to kind of clarify that because you're going to hear us talk about vertical markets a lot. And I want to make sure you understand what we mean. It's just a type of business. That's all we're talking about here. So here, we kind of talk about the different types of vertical markets and sales tools. Here we've identified using the yellow pages where you could get car dealerships. I think we might have. So we use your software to solicit vertical markets, right? I'm not sure what you mean by the software. I mean, the vertical markets, I mean, you can just go in a yellow pages and get tons of vertical markets. I mean, just like a car dealership, a car repair business, car detailing, or insurance agents, restaurants, real estate agents, liquor stores, accountants, computer repair, beauty shops, carpet cleaners, home cleaning services, childcare, financial planners, veterinarians. I mean, that's just hitting the high level of them, but you don't need the software for that. I mean, those are, vertical markets are vertical markets. The view here, we'll get into specifics tomorrow, but it's just saying, I mean, that's your prospect base. These are the types of businesses. And how you sell it ultimately, I mean, I'm not going to, we can't, we're just giving you suggestions on how to sell it. But I think that if you start specializing in a vertical market that you're comfortable with, that maybe, no, we're not provided with leads. Yeah, you need to contact your own prospects. I mean, like I say, you really have tons of leads just by getting them out of the yellow pages. I mean, you go to yellow pages and you get car dealerships. Boom, you got their address, you got the type of business they're in, you got their phone number. I mean, that's how you literally would get started. And we're going to talk about, how you go about it as you are now selling this in you're a business to business sales. That's what this is, business to business selling. So, we'll get into that tomorrow. So I don't want to get ahead of myself, but these are the different verticals to kind of help you kind of understand where you want to go with this. If you have a vertical market that you're already comfortable with, or maybe you know a lot of restaurateurs, or maybe you know a lot of real estate agents, or maybe you are a real estate agent, or maybe you're an insurance agent. I mean, that might be a good place for you to start because then we want you to be able to go from a salesperson to a consultant. And when you really start understanding someone's business, you can talk more intelligently about their business. Although you should be able to understand what the software can do, but to be effective at it, you really want to be able to give them examples of how they can use it. Again, that emotional approach, that sizzle, things that they're gonna, you start getting them to think, wow, I didn't realize that. That's cool. Great. Get me started. That's the kind of mentality that we wanted you to work towards. But this gives you an idea of what we mean by vertical markets. I mean, my goodness, you're all in big metropolitan areas. How many car dealerships do you have in your area? We're not just talking about the big guys. I mean, here in Tampa, you drive down like some of the main streets, they're just lined up with like these used car dealers. I mean, and there, you go there, the owner's right there. And you got a guy, I mean, I have a good friend of mine in Mississippi, he sells used cars. If you could help him sell 5 extra cars a month, he could profit $1,000 per sale. He can increase his income $5,000 a month on just 5 cars. So, I mean, right there, to me, it's a gold mine. I mean, you could just walk down some of these streets in Tampa with a laptop, be able to show the software to them, know about it, and you could be making tremendous money every day. I mean, and that's if you wanted to, that's if you were face to face, but you can call these guys and you can demo it now. We're going to teach you how to do that, literally, from your computer. I mean, that's the power that you have working at home, having broadband access, and in today's modern world. So let's stay focused here on sales funnels. That is what we're talking about. These are the types of businesses, but there's a lot more. Any questions, though, on what I mean by sales funnels? Is there anyone we may not solicit to? No, you can solicit to anyone you want. And I also just want to say, remember, you're a business owner now. You're a business owner. No one's going to tell you what to do. And let me see. I think okay, wait a minute. I got to get here. Diana, does that help you? Good. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're actually doing super good on time. So how about any questions in the meantime? And actually, I'm wondering here, I got it on, we've got this was on listen only mode, and it's probably better this way. Just using this GoToWebinar. Okay, let's go on. All right, some good stuff here. All right, let's talk about how you're going to make money. All right, the software starts at 400. Yes, I am going to be sending this information. Yes, we'll send the we will send the presentation to you all. What about the question, who's your biggest competitor? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that, because I mean, you're selling, it's advertising, or you're dealing with a budget. But as far as lead generation software, I don't really think there's a lot out there. Not like this. And I think it's something you're going to find. Part of the power that we have here as a group by coming together, as we move forward, we're going to have open sessions, and we're going to be able to share information. So we're going to be able to, even learn things that you're going to pick up, and kind of that circular feedback that we're going to get. But from my experience, there's not a lot of competition out there. Remember, you're selling something for just $500. $500. I mean, we're not talking a $5,000 purchase here. Yes, the monthly fee is $97, even with the $1,000 plan. It stays that way. The difference there with the $500 and the $1,000 plan is that $1,000 plan, the upsell, it's a great upsell, but it just gives them more more training and coaching, more access to higher level strategies. And again, we really want you to be able to go there with that. And we'll get into that. But, we're starting off with the basics here of understanding the software. But real soon, we'll be giving you details. And we do really want you to sell that, because that is probably ideal for a business versus the $500 one. But our software sells for $497. That's where it starts, and it has a $97 a month subscription fee. Now, for every sale you make as a sales agent for this $497, you're going to earn a $200 commission per sale. You also will earn a reoccurring $25 from each of their sales that will grow. And what we mean by that is that 97 every month when they pay that, you will get a $25 of that 97 will end up going in your sweet bank account. And the commission payout, we talked, this is modeling, but based on 20 sales a month, and this is assuming they continue to stay with us. And believe me, it's in our best interest to make sure that the customers are happy. And with the economies of scale we have, we're also going to be, we're probably going to have things like live training for customers, even at the $500 plan, like weekly. And these are things that, we talked about giving you all the support. With the aggregation of this, we're going to be able to do things like that as an individual franchisor of it, you couldn't do. So with the economy of scale here, these are some of the extra services that we're going to be able to offer our customers that they wouldn't get if they just got it from an individual franchisor. So that is something that we're going to do, and it's not hard to do. But we'll offer some, like we'll just have like a live training, and customers will be invited, and they can come if they want and learn about how to use the product as well. Another thing that we probably will offer is, and some of you, this could be also some opportunity for each of you in the future. If you can get to be experts in learning how to use the product, there could be some opportunity for you to do some back end, it's like servicing of it, which is something that typically developers of software will do, where you offer a service component. And what I mean by that is that we might offer, like at $35, $40 an hour, a customer to work one-on-one with an expert. And even things like maybe we could build an on-demand webinar for them, or build their sales funnel, handhold them a little bit. And there could be an opportunity for like sales agents to come in and make like a portion of that themselves, and just kind of do some extra work if you wanted to. If not, well, I mean, we'll find people, but we'll probably start offering that to businesses too, as just an add-on component, because we want them to be happy. We want them to be able to use this software very effectively. And then you can get referrals too. You can get referrals from this. Good salespeople ask for referrals. So commission paying, that's what we're talking about here. So here's an overview. A target. Just give yourself a goal. 20 sales a month. That's one a day. We'll give you $4,000 a month in upfront commissions. That's 20 times 200. Again, guys, if you start doing 20 times 400, that's 8,000 a month. I mean, one a day. Now again, it seems like, wow, one a day could be pretty hard, but I don't know. If you start getting into this and start building your funnel up, and you get really good at selling this, what's to stop you? What's to stop you from doing this? And again, by making 20 sales a month, your recurring commissions will grow by $500 each month. And after 12 months, if you do the math, you'll be earning $6,000 a month in the recurring commissions, plus that upfront commission of $4,000 a target. Again, model, goals. You got to set goals for yourself, but that's the potential here. So, commission growth's unlimited, and that's just your first year. I mean, if you really make the true business out of this, your reoccurring can grow higher than $6,000 a month. Again, this is just after a year of this. So they really can, and they will. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Work towards it, where you can exceed $10,000 a month. It seems crazy, doesn't it? But don't think. A lot of times people are scared of success. A lot of times it's like people are like, I can't do that. I've never done that. Well, I don't know. What's to stop you? What's to stop you from doing any of this if you put your mind to it? So your commission growth is unlimited. Sales agents will receive their commissions through direct deposit into your bank account within 14 days. And I mean, that's really important. I want to talk about that. We're going to send you a form, and we're going to need your ABA and your bank account number. I mean, you should know how to get that. It's on your checks, but I mean, that's common. It's a common thing. It's not a big deal. But when we get that, we will set up from our bank account into yours to send you your commissions. And it takes about 4 or 5 days from the time, like the way the sales process will work is there's going to be a link that you will be able to email to a business. When they click on that link, it's going to take them to a website where it'll be 2 transactions. One is a $97 transaction, and the other one is the money that goes into our company. And we're splitting that with you. So when it comes into us, we then will wait about 4 or 5 days. That's what it takes from the time that it goes into the merchant account. And we pay some fees, but it goes to us, and then we're looking to do this on a weekly basis. It's like your payroll check, and we will just wire the money. It's called an ACH transfer. It will go into your bank account, and that's where your money will be. That is how we plan to pay you your commissions, all electronic. So let's see here. But we're saying within 14 calendar days. But just understand, we're looking to do it weekly. And it could be sooner than that, but on a weekly basis. If you make a sale on a Monday, good chance you won't get that till the following week. But if you made a sale like on a Thursday, it would be less than 14 days. There's not going to be any chargebacks after a customer's funds are secure. No chargebacks, Now, one thing I'm trying to work out with the parent company is something where it could be maybe like a little bit of a trial, because that's one of the objections or one of the questions you're going to get from people is, can I try it? I don't know. And quite frankly, that's smoke, because what do you mean try it? I mean, they would need more than 3 days to really try it. But you're going to hear that, of course, and I don't know, it's just part of overcoming objections, but it's also a buying signal. But I'm trying to work on, anticipating the type of responses you're going to get. I hope you all understand that selling is a matter of overcoming objections. Is there anyone out there that this is news to when I say that? We'll talk about this tomorrow. There's some, I'm going to kind of take a little bit of a different game face when I talk about selling. And I'm hoping I'm not going to scare some of you who haven't had a whole lot of experience selling or even in business to business. But I'll say it again. Selling is a matter of overcoming objections. And a good salesperson can recognize the objections that are truly buying signals versus concerns. And again, there are some of you this will be new at, and you're going to stumble a little bit, but keep on working, and it's a craft. And there's going to be some of you who are going to blow this out of the park, and you're going to be the ones making $10,000 a month and so forth. And that's what any sales team has, and there's a reason for that. And it doesn't mean that you're a good or bad person. It just means that you're really good at selling. And that's what this team's all about. And we're going to try to help you become really good salespeople. Not just good at selling lead generation software. We're going to try to help you be really good salespeople. So regardless of what you're selling, you could be good at it. And there's nothing wrong with being a good salesperson, especially if you have a good product. We're not going to look for products that rip people off. We're going to be looking for products that help businesses. So if you take that mentality that you're helping people, that you're putting something in their hands that's going to help them, my goodness, that's going to come across in your voice, in your presence, and people are going to pick that up. And guess what? You're going to make a lot of sales, as opposed to if you don't believe in what you're doing, that comes across too. And you might as well not even make it an effort. So it all comes together when you believe in it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Again, there's going back to the compensation, no inventory required. Sweet. You don't have anything you got to worry about inventory or stocking. We just want you sitting there on the phone, and that's the hard part. to get started, you know, could be 200 dials a day. I mean, it's what it's going to take. That's what it takes. But that's getting yourself started in the business. I just got a question about scripts. Yes, we have something that we'll talk about tomorrow, and I even got something I've emailed out to people. But yeah, we'll have a script, and we'll get into that. We'll get into getting your foot in the door. All right, we're doing really good on time. Actually, I was thinking 2 hours. We actually will be done most. Again, all transactions with businesses are done electronically, remotely. Again, a great work at home. So let's talk about a little bit here. NexNoni marketing contact list. You got me. There's my number. I'm sure a lot of you should already have it in your phone. And I'm crazy when I say this, but call me anytime. There's going to come a point soon where I probably I need more of me. But those of you who know me, believe me, I'm pretty hyped up here, but I'm pretty mellow given time. I've been married for 32 years. I got 2 beautiful daughters. I've got that other side of me, that Kapil side. But I will say to you from the professional side, I'm there for you. And I don't care if it's a Sunday or 10 o'clock at night, you can call me. And if I can't take the call, it'll just go to voicemail. But most of the time I do, and I follow up. So you're going to have great support. And we are looking to bring on some core team members, and one of which I want to introduce to you now. His name is Chuck Mersick. And actually, I want to see, earlier today, I want to show my screen to see if you guys can see me here, but also see if Chuck can. But Chuck actually put this training together. And Chuck has just joined NexNoni Marketing as our training director. But I want to tell you kind of an interesting story here, where sometimes you wonder, things are just meant to be. Chuck and I actually worked together at MCI in Colorado in, I think it was 1994, something like that. Chuck was our top trainer in our call center. We had like 550 employees in Colorado. Isn't that funny? And here, fast forward to 2015, I'm starting to get out there and I'm networking. I'm putting out tons of posts on LinkedIn and so forth. Well, Chuck connects with me. Chuck lives 15 minutes away from me here in Tampa. So we get together. Isn't that funny? And, Chuck's also looking for some new opportunity. We've connected and kind of picked up right where we left off. And he is just a... Yeah. Well, I'll get with you, Kenny. But Chuck's now on board with us as a training director. So kind of a small world. I just got a posting from one of you out there. It said his father worked for MCI in Timonium. Well, I worked for MCI in maybe the same thing in Towson. That's probably what you meant, in Towson. And I was a sales manager there in 1990 and 91. Before I moved out to Colorado with MCI in 92. Pretty funny stuff. All right, let me see here if I can show my webcam. Let me see here. All right. Let me see here. Wait a minute. I don't know. Earlier today, when we were testing this, you couldn't see me. Can you all see me? Oh, cool. Hi! Well, somebody can't see me, but some of you are saying yes. Cool. Okay, good. That's me. And I work from home. Let's see here. All right. Okay, cool. Let me see how this works here. So, okay. And Chuck, can you show yourself? Let's see if it works for Chuck too. Oh, Chuck's not able to. All right, Chuck. I saw him earlier, so I know he's not having a bad hair day. Oh, okay, good. All right. You sure you can't, Chuck? I've muted you? Oh, Well, maybe because you're coming on as a attendee, not as a. Okay, I guess that's just the way it goes. We'll have to work on that. Okay, all righty. Anyway, guys, that's me. I'm the guy behind the mic here, but I think it's important that you see me and you get to know me because we're all kind of working here together, and it's really and I'm very sincere about the whole Capil and working together thing. I really am, and I really want this to be a great pursuit for all of us. So anyway, I want to thank you. I'm going to turn the webcam off now, but so that's me. So anyway, hello. Okay. All right, here's some other things that, and I'm going to send this to you later today. Along with that, I'll send you a script too. But we need to make sure that we have good information on you all. And I guess a lot of this I have, but still, I'm going to send you an Excel sheet. And I just want, in its columns, so I'm going to want you to put your first name, your last name, and please don't type in caps. Okay, just do it regular, because ultimately you might use this for like sending you emails and stuff. And make sure it's accurate. I'm going to ask for your email. And if I got a bad email, I'm going to send you something. It's not going to get to you. I want your phone numbers. Make sure we can call you. Your cell and whatever. I mean, some of you may not have a cell, and some of you have a home. Some of you may have a cell and not get a home number. But I'm also going to, ask for your routing number, your ABA. It's your ABA routing number, and your bank account number, because that's how we're going to set up, transfers with you all. So that's how you get paid. So that's really important stuff. And I mean, and also an emergency contact name and number. I don't know, I guess if you were on a brick and mortar site, I mean, that really comes in handy. I mean, you're working from home. I don't know. It's just thought we'd get that. But we're going to send you an Excel sheet, and it's just going to be, and it's an Excel sheet, and you're just going to fill it out. And on that topic, though, and I hope this is the case. I mean, I hope that you're all good, not experts, but if you're going to work from home, if you're going to work from home, you really need to be good on the computer. And I don't mean tech support good. I mean user good. You need to be able to use your computer and the functions, and you need to understand the operating system. I mean, Windows, or if you're on an Apple, you need to know how to use it. And if you don't, you're going to struggle working from home. You are. And I mean, a few little tips. I mean, I have an account with Geek Squad. Pay like $100 a year, and it's actually for my whole family. I mean, they can for Geek Squad, but Geek Squad's great. I mean, you can just chat. You can go online if you have a problem with your computer. They'll go on. I mean, you don't even have to take it into the store, and they go online, and they service you. So it's great. Another little thing I'd recommend is that you get a Magic Jack. If you don't have a home number, a Magic Jack, you can get Magic Jack Express for like $30-some. You can get Magic Jack, I think it's to go, for like $50. So you could put it in your laptop and stuff. But it just gives you a better phone quality. And it's just, again, if you're working from home, you got to make these little investments. But again, your brand is your voice. So make your voice come across as good as possible. I mean, even myself, I hope I sound good, my voice quality here. I am talking over the internet here through GoToMeeting, but I can tell you, I actually have a Logitech microphone. I don't just, I don't have this is a pretty good mic. And I mean, this stuff you can get on eBay and stuff really cheap, really cheap. And they're like Magic Jack, that's cheap. We're not talking spending big bucks. But again, you're selling from home. It is your brand. Invest in yourself. These little things. Be serious about it. You don't want to be calling somebody on a crackly voice, or, and you might wonder why you're not as successful. Well, maybe you don't have the right tools. So again, just invest a little bit on the tools. And I bring this up too because I'm going to send you an Excel sheet. Well, I hope you all have Excel, and I hope you know how to use it. I mean, this isn't going to take rocket science, but you need to know how to populate it. You need to know how to save it and send it back to me. So it's just something that I can tell you. I probably, if there's one area where I might get impatient at times, could be like explaining technology, because it's something I guess I really want people to be able to do. So look for an email from me here. I'll send it within the next hour, and it'll just be the contact list. And we want you to complete this by Friday. Okay? So complete it by Friday and get it back to us as we start aggregating all the information from people. Now, also, we're going to have weekly team meetings every Wednesday. Okay, so starting next week, and it'll be a combination, team meetings and ongoing training. We'll send you out a GoToMeeting webinar invite. We're looking to have them every Wednesday at 1 and 7 Eastern. Okay, so when we talk to you on times, I know a lot of you are not in the East Coast time, but just convert it. So if you're in California now, your times are going to be 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern, that'll be your time. But we'll talk in terms of East Coast time. But we're looking to have team meetings and ongoing training every Wednesday at 1 and 7, 2 different sessions. They'll be held via GoToWebinar, and we will be sending you invites to all the sales agents. So look for those invites as we go. And also, when we really are looking for this to get implemented right away. And there's something to say you can't even start today if you wanted. I mean, I can help you with it. But again, we got 3 days of training here. But we're going to use a really cool platform called HipChat. And I sent each of you today an invite. You should have gotten an email, the same email I've been using to communicate with you. So you should have gotten an email from HipChat today to sign up. And we have a room in there called NexNoni. And I know some of you have already signed in because I can see it on the HipChat account. But that's going to be the platform that we use during the day to stay in touch with each other. Now, that doesn't mean you can't call us. And again, there's just one of me, and I'm also going to be focused. I have other things that I am doing now to grow the business, and which is going to help you. We're meeting tomorrow with another ad agency that's looking to sell a push marketing for email. I mean, these are all things I'm working on, and it's going to be available for the team to sell. And there's other stuff that I'm working on. So as we move forward, I can tell you, I will need to, kind of divide and conquer, and get other people involved with this because it's growing. But during the day, when you're in, I want you to be logged in. If you're working, I want you to be logged into HipChat. And we'll see how it goes, but it's really a cool application. It's just a big chat room, and we can share information on it, and it'll be really effective. And we can talk about these things in our weekly meetings, ideas, and there's also some integration tools, and we'll see what they cost that could help us with HipChat. But again, that's what we're going to use, and each of you should have gotten an email invite from them today. So please go forward on it, sign up for it. It's a free account, doesn't cost you a cent, and join the NexNoni group. Okay. So again, it will be the platform you should log into whenever you're working. We'll use it to stay connected and to ask questions, and more features will be integrated to increase our ability to offer you all support. So we'll see. We've identified about 12 different, they're like plugins that you have with HipChat, but we got to research them to see, what they cost, if they cost at all, and the value of it. So we'll see. But for starters, what we're getting started with should be a great platform for us just to have, a robust real-time communication with you. So as far as the wrap up here, we've got the end of day follow-up tasks, which is mainly where we're going to send you that contact sheet we're going to want you to complete. I mean, we just want you to get it to us by Friday. But maybe I'll just kind of open it up now as far as what questions people might have. And, if you just want to type it into your chat, in your chat area, and we can see them. Okay, somebody's asking, will you have the option to buy software for yourselves and sell later? Yes, you will. You will have the option to do that. And again, when you do that, one thing I would say when you do that, that's a good thing. And and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but since you asked stuff like that, and I have been talking to you about our future a little bit, um, we've just purchased a virtual call center, and it's pretty exciting. And even we've kind of got like our business plan now in three phases. The first phase, which is what we're doing now, and that's launching the automatic lead tools, lead generation software through a direct sales agent team. That's what we're doing right now. But phase two is where we're going to ramp up the virtual call center. And what that is, that'll give us the capability to be able to receive some inbound calls. And there is a program that we also have with that where we're going to be exposed to other affiliate marketing programs. Again, that's where a lot of my focus will be in helping to grow it. So we soon will have an environment where during the day, you will have the capability to take incoming calls. But with that said, under the traditional way that people have gotten involved with this, they needed to buy the software to be in the call center. It was like kind of something that came along with buying it. I really want to stay away from saying to you, you have to buy something to take advantage of this or something like that, of an offering we have. However, what we might do is just say something like, to get into the call center, you'll need to make X amount of sales. I mean, just no, you're doing it. You're serious. You're making it happen because there's a cost for you being in the call center. When you get into the call center, you're going to be assigned your own toll-free number and extension. I mean, you will. You can use it for other, you're going to find it gives you the capability to be in queue. It'll give you the capability to be out of the call center queue, but maybe in queue to receive calls for other reasons. So it's going to give you some capability, but there's a cost associated with that. And I don't have a problem with that as long as I know that you're being productive as a sales agent. So we'll do something, we're going to do something along the lines of probably saying to be in the call center, you will needed to have achieved, a certain amount of sales productivity, and maybe to stay in the call center, kind of like a monthly quota. But it's going to be something where if you're not doing it, you're not doing it, and we're just wasting our time together. And then we would just appreciate saying, let us know, let us know if this isn't something you pursue, you're wanting to pursue. And there's no problem with that. There isn't. I mean, we're hoping it works out for you, but we're not asking for any financial commitment from any of you. We're just really looking for your commitment to make this successful. We want to work with you. We want to help you. We want to help you make money. And if you make money, we make money, and it's that harmony that we're looking for. Do we have to apply to the Do Not Call registry? We will work a bit. We will. You won't need to. You won't need to. And all these licenses, that's not something you really need to. I mean, you could look into it. I mean, the reality of it is, somebody asked if they need a license in the state to call businesses. You probably do. And again, I want you to think like a business owner. Okay. You are now doing business in your state. So like myself, when I started this in Florida, I looked into that, and I did a DBA, doing business as Tampa Bay marketing. So I went into, you go to like, I don't know, Department of Revenue on the state. It was real easy. And I did it all in the mail. And there was a form, I printed it out. I think I sent like $50 in. And I am now a licensed business in the state of Florida just as a DBA. And I even then took that and I went to Bank of America, and I have a business checking account. I'm a real business. But yeah, I do have a license to do that. So, if you didn't, I don't know. I mean, you need to look in the state that you're in. I'm not your attorney. But again, it's a good idea. And as I kind of started the beginning of the day, I want you all to definitely, you now are a business owner. You can be. So our relationship with you all is as a 1099 independent sales agent. we're probably going to be sending you a contract or something, because there is something we'll send you, with standard stuff as far as our relationship with you all. But you'll be getting a 1099 from us at the end of the year. But again, you all are, you're like, we want to help you build a business. We want to help you build your own work at home sales business without any investment. But that's a really good question, and I'm glad you asked that. Keep them coming. Questions. This is working. Okay. No other questions now? So tomorrow we're going to cover the elements of the sales call. We're going to get into selling it. We're going to get into selling it. We're going to talk about the sales call introduction. We're going to list the elements of making contact with the decision maker. We're going to talk about your introduction and purpose statement. We're going to talk about creating the need and the interest. We're going to talk about handling objections. We're going to talk about you closing the sale. And then we're going to make sure you understand the live support avenues that will be available to you to help you close your sale. And with that said, though, let me just tell you, coming out of the gate, if there was one thing I'd want you to really, to truly focus on, it's in getting your foot in the door, making the contact, finding the people who are interested. I have no problem at all helping you to close the sale, and it won't take any money out of your pocket. I have no problem with that at all. In fact, I would thoroughly enjoy it because I love selling and I love closing. And I think you will see how I can be a pretty good salesperson, because I can be pretty persuasive because I believe in what I do. But coming out of the gate, I'll just say that, let's focus on you, getting your sales machine started, your vertical market, who you're selling, how you can make contact, and really identifying the decision makers. Certainly we want you to be able to close the sales, but if we kind of take it one step at a time, coming out of the gate the first week or so, I have no problem with you just kind of developing your contact list. Had a question here: how do we announce our name? Is it blank at my own company or to make up NexNoni? It's up to you. I don't know. It's really up to you. I mean, you don't work for, you are technically an independent sales agent for NexNoni, and that's a lot of words, isn't it? So that's kind of goes into how you want to be represented on there. So if you want to get real technical, I mean, then you really, you are an independent sales agent. But that's probably not a great way to introduce yourself to a business. I don't know. You have to figure out what's the best way to do it. Hi, Tom. My name's Jim Martello. I am I represent, and maybe you should make up a name for yourself, but you could say, I represent NexNoni Marketing. You could say that. You represent us. And the reason I'm calling today is that I market some incredibly powerful software that can help you generate an unlimited supply of leads and help you automate your sales process. In fact, our software can pay for itself within the first week, and then you have it to use on and on again and have an incredible return on the small investment that this software will be. Just want a few minutes of your time so I can talk to you about the powerful features that I can now put in your hands to help you grow your business exponentially. Something like that. So. Yeah, hey, Daniel, good. It's good. Daniel saying example. This is Daniel at NexNoni, and I'm calling in reference to your interest in making more money in your business. Daniel, man, you got it. That's it. What's in it for me? So Daniel, I know we've talked, but I can see that right there. That's the type of thought process that's right on. So, and tomorrow should be fun. We're going to get into this and really get into the art of selling. You kind of think about the true purpose of what our community is all about here. It's to help you build a work at home sales profession. All right, what other questions we got? All right, well, as you're thinking, let's look. I think we got maybe a slide or two left. Let's see. I'll wrap up. Yeah, so we got the 1 o'clock. That's it. So, cool. Chuck, you got anything? No, you can't hear Chuck because Chuck's on as a as an attendee, not as a. We have to look and see how we could change that, but how we could change that as far as both of us being presenters. I'm not sure. We're getting used to this webinar tool. We've used it, but just we spent more time putting together the presentation than getting perfected on the using the tool. But I mean, it's been good. But I do want Chuck to get more involved, certainly with the getting to know him, because he's a really big part of this. Okay. Well, if that's it, well, you got GoToMeeting. I mean, I don't know, GoToMeeting. Maybe I can look at that, Daniel. I thought GoToWebinar. It's the same company through Citrix. I'm not really sure the big difference between GoToMeeting and GoToWebinar. I'm thinking that GoToWebinar was more robust. So I could even look at pricing. So Chuck, you started typing in something, Jim, but maybe you stopped there. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna. Okay. Well, yeah. From Chuck, just really wants to say thank you to everybody, and we're really looking forward to a tremendous kickoff here. And I do want you to get to know Chuck better because, again, as your training director, he is going to be a critical function in helping you to master the product knowledge and also with your sales skills. So with that said, I am going to end the session here. It was good. Took a little bit less than I even anticipated, but you will be getting some emails from me very, very shortly. We are going to have another one of these tonight at 7 Eastern. If you wanted to come back, I mean, if you want to, you're welcome. And again, tomorrow we're getting to the sales part of this at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock Eastern. So, but with that said, I want to thank everybody for participating and attending. And yeah, really think we're on to something here. And I just urge you all to stay tuned because we are just getting this started and we've got some tremendous things ahead of us. And you're a big part of our success as we grow our sales network. So thank you very much for attending. I wish you all a great day.